Yo, what's going on, Hope Society? It's your boy, Mr. Hope, here with some Mr. Hope's motivation. What's going on, y'all? For those of us who are just now tuning in, this is your first episode, it's your first time viewing this YouTube or wherever you're checking into Mr. Hope at. What's going on, or what up, though, from here in Detroit as well. So, listen, I just want to take this time to pretty much use this as an opportunity for you guys to learn a little bit more about Mr. Hope. We are now ventured on to a few more platforms where you guys can not only hear us at different times, but be able to tap in from wherever you're at, wherever you're getting your podcast, wherever you're tuning in to check out Mr. Hope, as well as YouTube, Instagram, wherever you're at. So today, I want to take you guys through a little bit about what is going on with Imagine Hope, who Mr. Hope is, and a little bit more information about how you guys can stay connected with what's going on and all the many places you guys can now hear and see Mr. Hope. So what's going on? What up, though, to Hope Society? Let's get it, y'all. Let's go. All right, and we are back. What's going on, Hope Society? Once again, for those of us who are just now tuning in, this is Mr. Hope Motivates. Listen, you guys can tune in and catch me at Mr. Hope Motivates on all social media platforms, and especially at MrHopeMotivates.com. So for those of us who are just now tuning in, I am Mr. Hope. I am here not only to restore hope within ourselves, but within our families and our communities, because we already know that if we're not doing it just for ourselves, and that if we're consistent in our actions and our habits each and every day, we don't just unlock overflowing abundance for ourselves, but we unlock overflowing abundance for all those who are connected to us. So once again, so man thinketh, so man believeth, but so a man becomes habitual, and the things that he does will his life reflect it. So what's going on again? Listen, I want you guys to understand that each and every day that we only charge of two things. And that's either our moves forward or backwards. And I know I say this all the time. I know you guys hear this. But I need you guys to really tune into the fact that life is just that simplistic in the aspect of if we can take these actions and be consistent and be above the emotional weight that sometimes comes with actually trying to be habitual. We get tired, we get frustrated, we get irritated. No, if we can be consistent above those emotions and actually use those to fuel our fires, we only promote ourselves to unlock these riches, this health, this freedom, this joy, that relationship, those jobs that overflow only that much faster at a greater capacity. So once again, I want you guys to go back to some older episodes. You guys can now hear us on SoundCloud, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, also a radio post, and a few other places as well. So I want you guys to know you guys can go on and tap in and make sure you guys are keeping your mindset in alignment with where it is that we're going. So now we're able to make sure that we are syndicating ourselves with the tools and the resources that are going to keep our mindsets, our thoughts, what's going to control our actions in alignment with the things that we truly want, and we're not doing things or actually hurting ourselves or hindering us from where it is we're going. So once again, I want you guys to know you guys can now hear Mr. Hope Motivates on all podcasts, wherever they're streamed at. And I want you guys to go back to the older episodes, go back to season 1. I want you guys to go back and grab some of those nuggets, because we had some heavy hitters, especially in season 1. We talked about washing the dishes. We talked about that during that time. Those are things that we can do on a daily. So what were habits that we can instill on our day-to-day basis that were actually going to produce results that were going to be pleasing, and that we're going to continue to progress us to where it is that we're going. So we talked about also taking out the trash. That was a time when we talked about things that we can implement on a weekly basis, and things that we can do that were actually going to keep us in our results tracking and say, those habits are good. I need to keep those because these are producing my months. And then those led to what? Once again, what? mowing the lawn, which was things that we said that we're going to be on a monthly basis. So we looked at how we can do things on a daily, how that transcends into our weekly, how that then transcends into our monthly. So we were talking about happening on purpose. So go back and grab those nuggets. Also, one of my favorite episodes that were from season 1, we were talking about getting off the dope. So you guys probably talking about, what's Mr. Hope, what are you talking about? I dare you guys to go back and find that episode, Get Off the Dope, because it's tied to exactly what's happening now in our realities every day. We are being tied to things that are not actually producing an adequacy or capacity of what it is that we're hoping and dreaming for, and we're finding ourselves in these loopholes and these continuous cycles. So go back, and I want you guys to go and grab some of those nuggets so you guys can make sure you have those tools, those resources, and those mindsets locked in as we continue to go forward, because from here on out we're only stacking up that foundation some more. I'm only throwing more hope tools at you guys. I'm only helping you stay in alignment even that much more better. So let's go make sure that we got all the things we need, because we said no matter what we involve ourselves in, no matter how we spend our time, if my time is spent, if my ears are being used, if my eyes are being used, if my hands are being used, I need a nugget. I need something in return. And it's not saying that you do things just because you need something back, but I know that the way I happen has to produce something. So I'm there looking for the opportunity of what's there for me. So now listen, it's an opportunity for me to learn. When I go and act for others, it's an opportunity for me to bestow goodwill onto someone else's life that's going to be returned back to me. What I'm saying is that we're always are opportune to win. So I dare you guys to go back, like I said, once again, to those older episodes. Go grab those nuggets. Go to the YouTube, check out the video as well for you, so you guys can be that much more tangible with me. As well as I want you guys to go ahead and go to MrHopeMotivates.com. You guys can grab what you guys already know what I'm talking about. Ants into Butterflies. My book is officially out, Becoming Comfortable Being Uncomfortable. So a little bit early in the season, you guys gonna kind of hear me talking about the book that is coming, and now we are at the point in which the book is here. So I want you guys to make sure you go grab your copy of Ants into Butterflies, Becoming Comfortable Being Uncomfortable. It's all about maximizing who we are today while still helping us move forward into our destined design future. There are things that we have to maximize today. There are versions of who we are today, or do we have to get them to the place they need to be in order for us to unlock the realities that we want. And we don't want no derivatives of our realities. We don't want to be able to live that and experience a lifestyle here and there. We want to create a continuum or overflow that these desires and these hopes and dreams, that they spill over into the next generation, that generation has overflow and abundance. What we're talking about is that we get to reset the normalcy that's within our family, that's within our lives, and that's within our community. So this was second season interlude for you guys. I just wanted to drop in with you guys and just let you guys know that here at Imagine Hope, that we're still happening on purpose in the midst of all the chaos that's going on in the world. We are still choosing to act. There is a blatant attack on those who are trying to restore goodwill into the world, and it takes an alliance of like-minded individuals from all aspects of the world, from all places, for us to move in unison and understand that there is a restoration of peace that is in order. There's a restoration of order that is in need. There's a restoration of putting things back in place in alignment for the betterment of all that needs to be put back in place. And it takes all acting hands. It takes all like-minded individuals. It takes all those with a will to act and not just speak, to begin to make some moves. So Mr. Hope, Imagine Hope Society, we're all about action. We're all about happening on purpose. And remember, we already mandated for all the overflow, all the peace, all the riches and everything that's on our lives. We are just in the process of manifesting it. We're shifting the ranks. We're tearing down the foundation of the old, and we're rebuilding with the new bricks of prosperity, of overflow, of health, of wealth, of peace, of joy. And we declare those things on the day. So continue having a hope-filled day. Make sure you guys tap in at Mr. Hope Motivates. Remember, you guys can now hear us on all podcast streaming. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. MrHopeMotivates.com. Grab your apparel. We got joggers, hoodies, all types of things on there. Go get your own goodies. And as well, grab Ants into Butterflies. We also have the workbook out as well. So I want you guys to continue having a hope-filled day, happen on purpose, and let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Hope!